Hey everybody, as you can see by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking with the one, the only, the editor, most beautiful jacked Chad with a
No,
six pack, the one, the only, my editor,
I'm not.
Pedro. Pedro,
Yeah.
hello,
Hello.
welcome to the video. Now,
Thank you.
I'm looking at my stream, this
Yeah.
fucking skeleton. So I still have that song in my mind. So
We'll find it.
before we started this podcast, we were talking about a song that I had completely stuck in my head, and that was a point of contention between both of us on what the song was. But
Yes, it was.
uh Pedro, before I start
Hmm.
this video, I would like to say oh my god, wait. Actually the audio is kind of loud on this game. So, I would like to ask you, first and foremost, as an editor, how does it feel editing my videos with all the hectic and chaoticness?
Feels like shit.
No doubt about it. Alright, actually, I need to... Jesus Christ. Sound option. I think I'm actually gonna have to turn down the sound to 1. This game is super loud.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually really, really loud.
Alright.
Yeah. Especially because in this map that I'm playing on, it has a very loud helicopter just blaring in the back.
I see.
Yeah. But explain, what is the worst part about it?
The worst part about it is either the length of the streams and stuff or the videos, or having to go back and like put in so many little jokes. Like I
Y-
remember for one video, you're talking about like Jar Jar Binks, and like I had to search up like Buff Jar Jar or something, and like find a picture, edit it, and then put it in.
I mean that, but that's what comes with being an editor. How do you also feel about being unpaid?
I am very unpaid. If anybody wants to help me, or if anybody wants to take me away from Joseph, please do.
Well, I mean, I did pay you in one big
You paid me
installment.
once.
I paid you once,
Yeah.
so I would say I paid
Which
you
is kind
for...
of worth it.
I mean, yeah, I would say that the Switch paid you, but at the
Yeah,
same time,
that was
you
a
you
plus.
you literally paid me for the Switch. I just gave you a deal
Yeah.
on it,
Yeah.
which I mean, granted, wasn't even that big. I don't know
That was a
why.
pretty good deal.
Yeah, I don't know why Sammy made it seem like it was a huge steal.
I want to be there for the deal.
Yeah, he was like, I want to be there. For those who don't know, oh shoot, oh I probably shouldn't be like saying names and stuff.
It's alright. There's tons of Sams.
Okay, yeah, so it is the one and only, if not lesser version of my editor Pedro.
Yes. It is
I
me.
said it, I said it. It is the lesser
Wow.
version of the
Why
editor.
am I the lesser version?
No, I said Sammy is the lesser version
Yeah,
of
he
you.
is.
I said the lesser version of my editor.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's like if you got Pedro and boiled him down and gave him a higher
And made
pitched
him white.
voice. And
Yep.
made him white. Yeah.
Alright. You know what, Joe? Yeah, never mind, it's cool. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna
No,
grab
no.
my PS4 really quick. I'm gonna see if I can connect it to my laptop. It's fine. This is fine.
Okay. What is it? Um,
Mhm.
I think the one thing that I was hoping to achieve was just to like get an insight onto your ideas on where, you know, you feel like life is going, man. I
Where
mean,
life is going,
where life is going, dude. There's so much
all the
shit
way
happening
down
in
the
the world.
drain.
So much shit is happening. How do you feel?
I feel like, I'm just trying to make it through the day, you know?
You know, as we all are.
As we all are. And, you know, life is just this big concept of making it through and getting philosophical for no reason. And that's
I
what
was
I think.
I was gonna say, Mr. Joe Rogan.
Mr. Joe Rogan.
Hey,
Hey,
speaking.
have you heard about these monkeys on DMT?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
they find mushrooms.
But quick question: have you heard about the whole Alex Jones situation?
Now, here's what I think about Alex Jones. I think that guy's playing a bit. No guy can walk up there and just commit.
Dude, but like to the extent, if it was a bit, why would he bring it to this extent? Because you know what's going on right now, right? You know about him being in
isn't he,
court.
like, in court? Yeah.
So the reason why he's in court is because he was saying some defamation against school shooting and claiming that it was some sort of it's gotten to the point where they're suing him as we speak, and it got so bad that the lawyers for the Sandy Hook, like the people that were a part of Sandy Hook, the lawyers got his information and all information off of his phone. And I don't know if you heard, but the best part about this entire thing, in my personal opinion, is the fact that they thought he had child porn on his phone. But
they thought, or they found?
Well, okay, you'll see. So they found images of what they thought to be a child's genitalia. I just joined and heard Sandy Hook. We're talking about the Alex Jones situation. So what had happened was that they got access to all of his files on his phone and found a picture of small genitalia, which he, in front of all the court, had to admit that no, it wasn't a child, but was indeed himself. And had to embarrass himself in front of the entire court and explain that his Peter was small.
Why did you say Peter?
Because this is YouTube, man.
My name is Peter.
No, you're. You know, my girlfriend.
It's not Peter. Yeah.
I mean, my girlfriend's sister's ex-boyfriend. His name's Peter.
Oh, okay, then that's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was a whole weird situation that had transpired. But how do you feel about that information, Pedro?
How do I feel about that information? Not very good. You know, like people think 9/11 is still an inside job.
I mean, part of me honestly kind of think, like, I think that there was a lot of misinformation spread around, especially at the time. But there have been, you know, a lot of concrete. I mean, it's a very weird, touchy subject to talk about, especially because, you know, so many people have been affected. But there is a.
Put this all out.
Yeah. For the stream, I personally feel like there has been some stuff that has been slightly covered up. You know, like I feel like it. Yeah, it's a government thing. I mean, there's inevitably going to be stuff covered up, you know, and I feel like there is a bit that is a little suspicious, but for the most part, I'm going to say for the most part, it was real, and I will say that. For sure, it was real. I think everybody knows. You know, obviously it happened. It's yeah, it's like the moon. You know, they asked Stanley Kubrick to just, you know, CGI the moon, real quick. But yeah, no, whole thing. But you know what I do think is part of a larger, you know, conspiracy thing, which is odd, is the whole thing about the bullet of JFK.
JFK? Okay, hear me out. What if JFK's head just did that?
Oh my god. It just exploded, you know? It was...
Like, what if it just did that? Okay,
damn.
Like, we can't just be blaming Harry Oswald or Harry Osborn.
Harry Osborn?
Or whatever it is.
Dude, what is it? About the whole situation either. I mean, granted, this isn't about the situation. How do you feel about... how do you feel about everybody praising Jackie Kennedy for being quote-unquote pretty?
Jackie Kennedy?
Jackie Kennedy.
John F. Kennedy's wife?
Yes.
The one that he kept cheating on?
Yes.
I mean, she was fine.
Because... Yeah. No, go.
What are people saying about her? Because for those who don't know, I live under a rock.
So, for those who don't know, there is a large fandom for Jackie Kennedy where a lot of people said that Jackie Kennedy was very beautiful. And as Eric just pointed out in the comments, she was not fucking beautiful. She looked like a Neanderthal. She's not that bad. She's not that bad. But look her square in the eye and tell me that you do not see a Neanderthal who just learned to discover fire. you know?
Okay, maybe not a Neanderthal, but
Okay, yeah, that is a bit far, but you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, there's a lot of contention between whether or not Jackie Kennedy was actually attractive, and I think we can all unanimously agree that Marilyn Monroe and JFK was totally
Yeah.
better than Jackie Kennedy.
Okay, but like if you look at JFK, if you look at his face, right? I think he had it pretty good with his wife.
I feel like he did. I saw a meme that said she looked like she needs to uh, be chocolate pieces every 30 minutes to fed chocolate pieces every 30 minutes to stay calm. She
Well,
looks like you know those like Shih Tzus, like the
yeah.
one with like the really scrunched up faces.
No,
That's
okay.
that's
Yeah.
what it looks like.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
What is it? Also, I think I had mentioned this to you prior off screen, but how do you feel about the whole report about JFK being spied on and them finding out that he likes to be pegged?
You know, who's this?
Yeah, for
That was
those
his private time.
yeah for those who don't know, there was a report that JFK had hooked up with a woman, and the government had thought that she was a Russian spy at the time. He Eric just said he just like me
Yeah.
for real.
I have the stream open.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
What is it? So they had spied on him and ended up getting a recording of JFK being pegged. And that, my friends, is what I call a man of culture.
Oh. Whatever culture you're into, whatever culture you're a part of.
Hey man, that's what I call cultural appropriation.
I did like a report, a slideshow in like 8th grade about a cultural appropriation.
I remember you had also asked me for my opinion on cultural appropriation. And
Yeah,
also
it was probably
speaking
on
about
that too.
yeah,
Yeah.
and speaking about cultural appropriation, since you live under a rock, I don't know if you've seen the controversy, but there has been on TikTok a white woman who has claimed that she made a very beneficial and healthy drink that has been a form of contention because
Uh-huh.
that drink is in fact agua frescas, and she
Oh,
had claimed
she
it
calls
to
it
be
spa
spa
water, right?
water.
I just heard of this, yeah.
Yeah, so what's your opinion on that? Mind you, she had also apologized and taken back her statements and said that she would learn to correct herself and do more research. Apologize for cutting you off.
Did she just like find it, or like?
No,
Did she
she
just, like, did she just go to like a Taco Bell, like, man, this is good? Or she just made it at
so she had made it at home and had claimed that it gave her benefits and that she was unaware that it was a drink prior to making it, and she thought it was her own creation.
that's just kind of ignorant, isn't it?
I mean, that's like kind of the whole point of the controversy, the fact of
Yeah.
the ignorance of her making this drink, but that it also be kind of okay, where am I going with this? It's also somewhat understandable, because there have been moments in history where there have been creations that are loosely inspired off of other things and
that's fine.
that are practically the same, What about
Yeah, I mean, like,
oh, pink sauce?
what?
Either have you heard have you heard about pink sauce?
I saw that there was a Moist critical recommendation, and I didn't watch it.
So, do you know the story about pink sauce by any
I
chance?
don't know the story about pink sauce.
So the story about pink sauce is that there was a creator on TikTok who
Yeah.
had created, actually, like legitimately created,
Okay.
a quote-unquote beneficial sauce that, was supposed to be a
Oh,
healthy
wait.
alternative.
Wait, is this the same thing again, where it's just like ketchup and what is it? Ketchup and like ranch and like that's pink sauce?
No, there's actually like other stuff to it. But yeah, that is a main component to it. That is
Wow,
also
so
another
it's just Thousand Island sauce. It's every
It's-
Burger's Place secret sauce.
essentially, but But the problem with this is that there was actually like a bunch of other stuff. Like it was actually supposed to be like a legitimate healthy alternative, and there was a bunch of stuff. Problem is that when you're selling food through an online shop and you take no effort to preserve it while you're using other items such as milk and eggs, then that's where
Did it just
it
go
happens.
rancid? Everybody ordered it and it went rancid.
Everybody ordered it and it went completely rancid because this isn't a lady who has a company or anything. This is stuff that she makes from her own kitchen and she is selling online.
If she's gonna sell it, she has to. If she's in the kitchen. Okay, hold on. Let me take that. Look, if you're cooking in the kitchen, right?
Mm-hmm.
You should know basic food preservation. You
Yes.
know? That's just like that's a necessity. That's a foundation of cooking.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how this happened.
Like it's been bottled and everything and had its own label and was
But if
was
you
sold
bottle it,
wholesale.
That's different. Even if you just bottle it.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so yeah, as Eric pointed out, yeah, the thing it went through testing, you know, it was actually like a good product. The main problem was just the fact that when she had sold it in such a way that had no way to preserve it in shipping. So it was you know, it didn't have preservatives, it didn't have anything. So in reality, like if she was to make it right in front of you and to give it to you, the sauce would be good.
Fine.
And there have been reports of the sauce actually being legitimately good. And the whole entire thing is that even people were like, oh, like, you know, when I get it, I'm going to instantly refrigerate it. And it's even gotten to the point where the gases on the inside have bubbled up to... Yeah, it basically made the bottle explode. Well, not like to the point where it like genuinely like blows up, but it like expands. It expands because of all the gases within it. And there's people been none the wiser and have gotten sick from eating it. But
dude, how can you not tell something's gone rancid?
No, well, that's the thing, is that, you know, it's an unknown, you know, sauce that doesn't necessarily have every single, you know, item. It hasn't been a widely reviewed thing. It's not like, oh, you know, if you know how ketchup smells, ketchup is rancid, you know?
But
it's
like, still, like if you smell something bad, then it smells bad, you know?
I mean, yeah, but again, to their credit, it's a item that you bought online.
Okay,
you don't know the smell of what it would be, you know? You have an idea of, like, what smell is. 3 dead, 12 injured after an atomic explosion caused refrigerated pink sauce. Pink sauce is... Yes. So that's kind of the main thing that we're saying. And she had technically apologized, and it has been recalled, but to what point has the damage been done, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what can you say for yourself? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of undeniable.
I mean, it's obviously undeniable. Like, it's all on her. Like, there's literally nobody else to blame.
Yeah. Who the fuck buys pink sauce off the internet and says, ah, yes, let me put this on my hot dog? Yeah, I mean, again, yeah, that's also a weird thing. I feel like, in general, we don't really need any new sauces as a whole, you know?
We have plenty already.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, too, because, it was just a cheap Thousand Island. I don't know if you know this, but they so Heinz, the brand, like the big you know, sauce brand, big you know, big sauce, you know, big sauce, not big pharma, big sauce. So they sell Thousand Island sauce, but on top of that, they also sell a different version that's branded as ketchup and mayo, not Thousand Island sauce, but just a mixture of ketchup and mayo. No, it's ketchup and it's ketchup and mayo.
Well,
I mean, if it is,
Thousand Island sauce.
Yeah. But like they sell it as it's two different products. We're literally just, oh, if you're wondering, I'm playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 and I have it modded.
Oh, just so you never change the title. The title is Knockout Smash Bros. Though.
Is it? No way.
Yeah, it is.
I could
I'm
have
noticing that right now.
I could have sworn I put the annoying my editor Pedro while playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Is there any way that you can change that right now?
Let me triple, quadruple check.
Okay, if not, I could try changing it from the stream, but I'm gonna have to like the video broadcast is gonna be turned off.
No, yeah. I got it. I got it.
Okay, cool. Also, are you guys seeing this sick tricks?
Okay,
I-
okay, I just have to say this.
What's up?
It's a skateboarding game, right?
Yes,
Not one time I seen you pedal.
because I'm too cool like that. I'm using my momentum.
No, that's not how it works. What do you want to title the stream again?
Annoying my editor Pedro while playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Also, who's vacuuming? That's literally just my rancid
That's just the
PS4. Yeah, no, I hate it because it's one of those things where it's like the PS4 is so shitty, but I'm so poor that I can't buy a PS5, and there's no point in changing it. I've cleaned it, I've done a million things to the PS4, and it still has the huge problem where it literally sounds like a jet engine.
Well, that's just how it is.
Yeah. Oh my god. So, I don't know if I told you, but over the summer I developed TMJ, which basically means my jaw is unhinged. Yeah. So, my jaw is literally like it's skewed. It's skewed to a side. Mine is skewed to the right, and I constantly have to crack it so it goes back to the middle. And it hurts so bad every time I do it, and I literally got prescribed like medically inducing, you know, painkillers because of my TMJ, because it's so bad. But another problem is that on top of my TMJ, I have all 4 of my wisdom teeth ready to be removed.
Ooh.
All 4 of them are pushing against my jaw on top of my TMJ. Literally, it looks like you know in like those video games where hey, like it shows like the character and like they get punched in the face and their jaw just like gets completely removed and it gets completely pushed to the side. That's exactly how it is. And the worst part about it is that it's so natural feeling. And only when I realize that I need to put it back into place and it cracks back into place is when it hurts, you know? And like it's a pain that goes from my jaw up to my ear, and it feels like this weird, like you know how like when you stick your hand in really hot water and you kind of get that like it's not like a burning sensation, but it's like that heat. It feels like if there was like heat and if it was like boiling up, you know. It's not like, oh, it's hot, I need to take my hand out, but it's like you feel like that weird negative sensation. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's not there, you know? It feels like there's a disconnect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I developed a couple of letters over the summer too.
A couple of letters? That's it sounds like you're coming out the closet, you know? You're like, yeah, I developed a couple letters, you know? What letters have you developed? Tell it to me in count the vampire from fucking Sesame Street. No, Morse code. I forgot his name. I almost said Count Chocula.
No. His name is Count.
Is it literally just Count?
Yeah.
No, I know it's Count, but I could have sworn it was like Count something.
No, it's just Count because he counts. He was fine.
Is it actually just Count?
I think so.
I remember all my life it being like Count something, you know? Like that was a joke. It was like Count and then it was something. Like I know understand the Count joke. Please don't tell me that's the actual name or are you just making that out? Is that what Oh my god. Jesus Christ. What is it? So Count Von Count, Jesus Christ. You know what's funny about cartoons is that people have made so much false lore that when you look stuff up, it like shows up as if
It
it's
pops up inside.
fact. Have you seen the thing about Max and Ruby? About why Max doesn't talk?
Why doesn't he talk? What does the internet say?
I need you to look it up. And I don't think we can even say it on stream, but for those who don't know, you could be part of a zombie movie and they'll most likely cast you. Yeah, what is it? But for anybody who's wondering, just look up on Google, say why doesn't Max and Ruby talk? And from there you will get your answer. And Pedro, I would like you to give me your live reaction and look
I'm
up
searching
this
it up right now.
this piece of information. And then after that, I have another one for you.
Oh my god, it didn't even give me the thing, it just gave me like, it's like, thus debunking all those blank theories.
Yeah. Does it tell you what the actual thing was, though?
It doesn't, I'll search it up right now though. Oh, this is a rabbit hole.
But shh, get it? Because Max and Ruby are rabbits. God, I fucking hate myself. Alright. You know what? For
Oh my God.
the fun of it, I'm gonna quickly switch up my maps.
Holy shit.
Are you reading it?
I am reading it.
All I read was something about Chewbacca and Han Solo.
No, you have to read the last part. The last part of that, it mentions the theories.
Then it talked about the grandma doing. Yeah. So Pedro, what you I don't know if it's good enough to say.
I don't think we should say it.
Okay,
This is the stuff that they're gonna dig up in 5 years and cancel us for.
I know. It's funny because the whole term about like canceling it's stuff. I feel like the people who say that they're gonna get canceled are the people that don't get canceled. You know, they're like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna get canceled in like 5 years."
Yeah,
And then
that's what
they're like,
we
"You know
should be
damn
doing.
well you ain't gonna get canceled. Nobody cares."
Like they're just like, have you seen those people on TikTok? Where they're like, "Oh my god, my biggest fear is getting E famous."
Yeah, because then they're gonna find like my thing. Speaking about that, I don't know if you know, especially because you don't have TikTok. There's a guy named Jake Novak on TikTok.
Jake Novak.
Yes, and he got really famous because he posted a video saying that he wanted to be an SNL cast member. But he fell into the Hamilton effect, where he thought that he could sing about anything and have anybody love it. Don't get me wrong, he's good at singing, he's good at performing, but sure as hell isn't good at writing shit, because he is cringy as hell. And the internet decided to bully him, and also found a video where he started singing about children dying in schools because of the recent school shootings. That, mind you, was posted not even a week after that one Texas school shooting, the elementary
Holy
school.
shit.
And everybody was shitting on him and hating on him. And it's gone to the point where they've gone to his job and have recorded him in public and have continuously harassed him.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm hearing about all of this.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like if you're on TikTok, you would never know about it, but it was a huge thing on TikTok. And I would pull up the audio, but I'm not sure if it's copyrightable. You know, I doubt Jake Novak is gonna look up, you know, my stream and be like, this guy's fucking using my TikTok song, you know.
Yeah.
But it's really also the song about the school shooting got really famous because a lot of people said that it's. So that was another funny thing. You know what? Quickly, I'm going to quickly show you real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jake Novak. Oh, and then all like the theater kids, like came to his aid, and they're like, "But he's good. We love him."
Kid, right?
No, he's a ratified theater kid. Okay, so
Ratified what?
radicalized. What?
Please don't
I'm
take.
gonna send it to you.
Sorry.
What was that?
No, I played a different video on accident.
I'm gonna send it to you. You have your phone with you right now?
Yeah, I have my phone on me.
Okay. I saw this meme a while ago. It was the funniest shit I saw. Hold on, you've probably seen it.
This shit doing numbers. I fucking love that meme. It's like two likes, one retweet. Damn, bro, this shit doing numbers.
That's us with our videos.
Yeah. Me getting like 7 views. Damn, bro, this shit doing numbers.
Damn, this is a number. I'm trying to find the original meme because there's so many reposts.
Okay. While you look for that, can I play the SNL video?
Sure.
Thank you. All right. This is the video for anybody who doesn't know. Oh wait, wrong one.
I want to be the next SNL cast member, and here's why I should be a contender. Hi, Lord Michaels, I'm Jake Novak, and I know that you're feeling the heat because your roster lost Kate, Kyle, 80, and Pete. That means you got an open seat, and I feel I ought to be feeling it, because when it comes to comedy songs, I kind of been killing it. See, weekly...
If you saw his face, you would want to punch him. He's.
Oh, I saw his face already. I just don't want to imagine it with you.
He's a purebred white boy.
Music videos are my jam, bruh. I'm a rapid rhyming hammy nerd like Lin-Manuel Miranda mixed with Sammy Berg. But haven't you heard? I'm more than a rapper. I'm an actor too. So here's a couple of nice guys getting their jackets. After you. After you. After you. After you. After you.
I'm sorry.
After you've seen that scene, I'm it, right? But I've been sitting on the ringer. In addition to this spitting, I'm a hell of a singer. I could be bouncing out on Broadway, but I'm running for 30 Rock, so I can hand deliver you.
Everything felt like it was in tune and out of tune at the same time. Yeah. Well, if you think that one was bad, this is the one that he got canceled. Like this was like the main one that he got canceled for.
Land of the free, home of the brave, land of the AR-15, home of...
Pedro? Oh, if you guys can't see, but the notification said that Pedro left. Poor Pedro. He probably got yelled at. Hello, Pedro.
Sorry.
Did your mom yell at you?
Oh.
That's what's up?
Yeah. Nothing. I can just hear myself. So I don't know if that's on your end or like if everybody's hearing myself through this.
No, that's just on you.
Okay.
I think that's just you. Or it could also be the fact that you also have the stream open at the same time.
No, I'm not hearing from the stream. I'm hearing from the earphones. We can just ask the chat.
Am I echoing?
No, it's just me.
Okay. Because to my audio, I don't hear an echo. That's why.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Oh, but this is what it was. Mind you, when you listen to this song, just think of Matt Pat's face when you think of this song.
Land of the free, home of the brave, land of the AR-15, home of kids in the grave. I've struggled to find the words, keep the disposition sunny. I'm always trying to turn the unfunny things funny, but laughing feels wrong. Hypocrisy's rife, I gotta say something, cause you're all pro-life unless it's taken by a gunman. 19 more tiny heartbeats stopped in their alma mater. You force kids into the world, then condemn them to slaughter. We teach our daughters how to hide when they should be learning history. Then we're surprised when it repeats itself. It's no mystery, it's indifference. See them run when asked how to combat the madness. They don't care about your rights, they only care about their status. And they have us where they can hold us, packed in the Senate and SCOTUS, enacted hocus pocus while we hopelessly focus on the joke that is trying to feel safe in this country. I love my home, but I don't know if we'll truly become free if we can't agree. Uncle
Mind you, by the way, he's like tearing up while singing this.
Sam's old bad gun.
No.
Fighting for its soul.
We this is the best part. This is the best part.
Yeah, short to me.
Are we sure it ever had one? Children dying in the school. Can you tell me why? Are they not trying to change
So in all of his videos, in all the comments, all of them or any video that's like Jake Novak related is the first thing that you can see in most of the comments is land of the free, home of the brave, or the children dying in the schools. Can you tell me why?
Yeah, okay, that's a trip.
Yeah, so just think of like the purebred white boy And mind you, he also has see-through glasses, which I think is like the most pretentious thing ever. No offense, no offense to anybody who has see-through glasses. I just think that that's pretentious.
And if you have see-through glasses and if you watch the channel, you're cool.
Yeah, but if you don't watch the channel, I fucking hate you. So, how are they gonna know I said that? They don't watch the channel.
Exactly. They're not gonna know.
Yeah, it's like punching an orphan. You know, who are they gonna tell? Their parents?
Wow, Joseph.
Thank you. I'm a real comedian
what is
over
that
here.
orphan? Hey, you know who that orphan grew up to be?
Michael Jordan.
Batman.
Wait, no. I just realized, for anybody who's listening to the stream, that wasn't racistly motivated. I just thought of Michael Jordan because I thought of the most successful person that I could think of.
It was racially motivated until you said that.
Well, you know, some people are gonna be like, "Oh, fucking Michael Jordan's black." You know, they're gonna think it's like racially motivated. And the only reason why I thought of that is because I thought of Batman, and I was thinking about a video that I seen on TikTok where it was trying to explain why the all-black theme of Batman, like his suit, was better than was better than the was racist, was better than the black, gray, and blue suit that he had. And it was trying to argue that the all black was better than the cartoon one.
The gray, yellow, and
yeah, gray, yellow, and blue.
Personally, I do like the gray, yellow, and blue, but I feel like they have to tone down the colors, you know?
Yeah, I feel like if it was if it was a little bit more monotone of those colors, then I would like it. But yeah.
But like you know how like the Christian Bale Batman had like gold accents, like very small ones.
Yeah.
Like silver. I think that's how you should do it.
Yeah. Also, by any chance, because I know you don't watch anything, by any chance have you seen Thor: Love and Thunder yet?
I haven't seen Thor: Love and Thunder.
Dude, Christian Bale's performance in Thor: Love and Thunder is really good. I love his performance.
Christian Bale.
Yeah, he plays the part like so good, and it's like amazing. Sorry, I started getting hiccups.
That's okay.
It's absolutely amazing. There's a part in the movie though that also has me very confused, because there's a part in the movie where they explicitly say the word orgy about three times. Where there's a scene where Zeus is talking to Thor. Yeah. So there's a scene where they're in it's called Mount Omnipotence, and it's basically where all the gods reside, and Thor goes to Zeus and he's like, "Zeus, I need your help defeating the God Butcher," and Zeus is like, "No." So the main message of the movie is that the gods are useless, and the gods,
the Greek gods, right?
well, I mean technically in the Marvel Cinematic Universe,
War gods.
it's every single god. So the way that it works is like, no matter what religion, no matter what you believe in, all is right, you know?
There, right? Like,
Yeah.
I thought they focused more on the Greek gods this movie.
No. There's like a scene where it even shows you like all the gods, but the main one, who's like the big number one, is Zeus. And
Hey, here's my question. Where is God? Where's the Christian God?
where is Jesus? It's like that. It's like that meme where it's like Matt Murdock, and it's like, how do you still believe in Jesus when there's literally Thor fighting right next to you?
That's true.
Yeah, but basically he gets mad at Thor because he's like, these people don't need to be worried about some god butcher, and he's like, he's only murdered low-level gods, and he's like, those are gods nonetheless, and he's like, I don't give a shit, and he's like, keep arguing with me, and you're not invited to the orgy, and then he goes, I don't want to be invited to the orgy, and he goes, I don't care, you never were invited to the orgy, and then I was like,
Okay.
like no, he says like those exact same words, and while I was in the theater, I was like, what the fuck? That they were just, talking about orgies.
It's because Greek guys did a lot of those. In
Yeah.
Greece, it was cool to be gay.
Yeah, it's like the Spartan effect, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever heard of that, where it's like
But I want to pretend that I do.
oh, okay. But pretend that you didn't. It's like all the Spartans who were so big, burly, and manly that you know, they only admired the hyper masculinity of men, and even when they had wives, they would force them to shave their heads so they looked so they looked like men. So it was, you know, reminiscent of men. So it's like that. It's like you're so powerful and you're so big ooga booga that you just like might as well have sex, you know? Might as well fuck.
That's what all the football kids do.
Yeah, if Gypsum is in here, I posted on my Instagram that, and it got a lot of controversy, but I posted on it. I'm pegging the Jesus Christ. I got a post on Instagram. No, I posted on Instagram that I said, hot take. The only reason why there's football helmets is so the football players won't start kissing each other on the field. And a lot of football kids were upset and were like, well, you're just a fucking little pussy boy. And
as they do.
As they do. All the football guys fucking suck. All the football guys suck. They are stupid and are, you know, there's not all of them, but there's a large majority of football kids that I have problems in. Yeah. Like I don't know if I told you, when I was in football for a while. Did I ever tell you that?
Yeah.
I did football for a while. And I stopped because my father had a stroke. And that's the only reason why I stopped. It was so I can stay home and take care of him. And something tells me that they're mad at that they can't kiss in the field. You know, it was funny because there was some people that were like good sports about it and were like even Gypsum was like, the masks ain't gonna stop me. That's why I mentioned Gypsum earlier. But like before, like it was just such a shit place. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that good at football. So I mean, it was kind of for the best. But like they had such, you know, big egos that, you know,
they're in football.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
our whole thing in school is football. Like, that's the school thing.
Even though the football sucks, you know, we have a D1 track team. We were undefeated this entire year. And we got a D1 track team. And I'm also so upset that I fucking messed up my ankle really bad right during prelims too.
Yeah.
I was about to beat my PR and go off to the finals, and I fucking sprained my ankle, and I was so pissed. My ankle blew up like to a whole entire fucking football.
I remember that.
Yeah, but you know, like they don't have anything, you know, going for them. I mean, it's like the big #1 thing, but in reality, our school fucking sucks.
They kind of do.
Like more in the recent years. That's what I'm saying.
Like even the principal hypes them up, you know?
Yeah, it's like, to what point are you going to have a little humility and put your energy into actually doing proper practice? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's kind of the point, you know, that I'm kind of getting at. It's like, at what point are you going to acknowledge the fact that, you know, you guys need to do better? Like in track, I'm gonna expose my track coach a little here, but he tried recruiting a bunch of football guys, and his main allure was that being in track with what we do, it will help you prosper in football 10 times better, which is true. A lot of the stuff that we do can really be applied to football, but the football coaches are so stuck up that they don't want them practicing any other way other than just lifting weights. At what point are you going to realize that just lifting weights is not going to do you much? You know, you can only get so far.
Yeah, I mean, you really can. And you know, I'm gonna expose myself. But one of my cousins is a football guy, and he's like well past high school, but like you could tell like he played Garfield.
Like Garfield the cat?
Yeah, Garfield the cat. Speaking of Garfield the cat, hey there, handsome.
I hate Mondays.
I had to search Buff Garfield pictures for your video.
Why? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just like my search history is the weirdest thing whenever I come around to edit a video.
Right? Because I always tell you to edit the weirdest stuff. I think the weirdest thing I've asked you to edit was in my Apex video when I first came back. And
fart sound?
I made you apply the fart sound.
I edited a whole entire video. It took me weeks, right? and I sent it to Joseph. He's like, "Can you read the full thing?" Which is add in a fart sound.
I was like, everything's good. I just need a fart noise. And then that was the only thing. And you were like, I don't get paid enough for this. And I was like, Pedro, I don't pay you at all. And you're like, facts. Yeah.
Dude, you know what? If anybody comes to me with like a deal, like, hey, you edit my videos and you get $1, I'm taking that. You're gonna come back and that's that.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I really need to get a job. I've been saying that. I apply. You know how many jobs I applied to?
Man, you don't.
I applied to 7 jobs and none of them took me. I applied to over 7 jobs, and I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm not gonna lie. I do kind of like the semi-vacation. I've been working a lot at home.
Yeah.
And like doing stuff, but I wish I. Yeah, you know. I just wish I could like actually financially support myself properly. Like if I could financially support myself properly, then I would, you know, actually give you some sort of a pay. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
You're not gonna give me money and go into debt when you have no money.
Yeah, like I wish I could give you money, but I have no money, you know?
Yeah.
And I mean, granted, I did have money for a while. I saved up, I don't know if I told you, I saved up about $160 to buy a custom lightsaber.
Yeah, and I gave you about 140 of that.
You gave me 140 of that. And well, actually, no. So I don't know if I told you, I wanted to be nice and buy my mom a bunch of shit. So I just bought my mom a bunch of shit with half the money.
Yeah, you told me like that's how I lost all my money.
Yeah, I lost my money because I wanted to be nice and give it to my mom, which, you know, isn't a bad thing inherently. But at the same time, like, I was like, damn, fucking capitalism is really hitting right now.
You want to know some wise words that I know, Joseph?
Tell me, Master Uguay.
One cannot pour to someone thirsty from an empty cup.
Damn. I feel tranquil as shit.
Have you seen that guy on YouTube and TikTok who does like Master Uguay impressions?
Oh yeah.
And he just reacts to videos?
Yeah. I fucking love that guy.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
It also just occurred to me, what's your opinion on YouTube Shorts?
YouTube Shorts? I mean, like, I watch them from time to time. I feel like the big problem is that all the social media companies are trying to replicate what all the other ones have, and they're all just gonna end up being the same one. You know?
Yeah. Because
like now Instagram has Reels, and it has Shorts, and you can post pictures, right?
Yeah.
Right, and then like now YouTube, you can post stories, or not stories, what are they called? Stories, right?
Yeah, they're literal stories.
And shorts and videos, right? Like,
yeah.
They're trying to do the same thing, and so I feel like they're all just gonna end up being the same one.
TikTok also has stories. I don't know if you knew that.
I think it's just like a bunch of stories. Like, aren't they all stories?
No, like these ones are like genuine stories that only stay up for like a day.
Okay.
Yeah. Like that's the main allure to these kind of stories, where it's like you could post a TikTok and it'll only stay up for like a day.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, what were we talking about before?
What were we talking about before? I think
our football team.
Oh yes. And then
there's not much more to say.
Yeah. You know, actually, Osman, I should get permission to say his name. I doubt he would mind. But even he had the same Big Man had the same problem as me, where he was in football. And actually, ironically enough, yeah, he was in football. Ironically,
like in the beginning of the school year?
Yeah, but ironically enough, do you want to know the reason why he had to quit?
Tell me.
It was the same as me.
Really?
His dad had a fucking stroke, and mind you, this was after. This was like way after me, and his dad had a stroke, coincidentally, and that was the reason. And
I think I remember him talking about something like that.
Yeah, and he.
Yeah, I have to go take my mom to work.
Yeah, where he had to like drive and take his mom to work because apparently his mom doesn't drive. Yeah, his dad can't drive and his mom doesn't drive. So I was thinking, I was like, oh shit, like that's like a weird coincidence. But it was a big thing where everybody was ragging on
You
him.
guys have the same dad.
No, what is it? No, but people were like dead ass ragging on him, like, oh, but like, who cares about your dad? You know, like,
Yeah.
how do you tell somebody to put, you know, your fucking football, your shitty football team
Yeah, I feel like a
before
lot
their
of people in the
family?
team. I feel like a lot of people in the team are like, yeah, football's life, you know?
Yeah,
Like high school, not even college football. High school football, this high school, in the middle of a huge ass city is life.
yeah. Like, at what point are you going to realize that like you're hyping it up way more than it should be? You know,
I mean,
it's like you're falling into this false hierarchy that you kind of convinced yourself that you're in,
yeah.
and you're not cool. You're not, you know, you're like, and like I'm being honest, like you're not fucking cool. You're not,
I feel
you
like I feel
know.
like I'm kind of venting a little bit. I feel like I'm getting more upset than I should be.
Me too. And I know a lot of people are going to get offended because it's stuff that they're very passionate about. I understand that. But there's a difference between passion and ego. And when you gain an ego for a passion, then that's where it becomes a problem. When you are passionate about something, you can understand that it's either niche or,
I mean,
you know, you can understand the
Yeah.
position that you're in within, you know, that passion. But when you
Yeah,
gain an ego, that's where I have a problem. And sorry, I keep on cutting you off.
No, it's okay. I actually need to confess to you, Joseph.
Yes.
That's been happening to me too. And it's my my passion is getting first place in Mario Kart.
Yeah.
And I know, and my ego just keeps growing every time I open that game because I just keep getting first and first, online, offline, 200, 150. I'm just always getting first, and my ego is just expanding.
Yeah.
I'm just super game, Jeff.
I know. Except when I play against you.
Okay, no, you just get lucky.
But yeah, but like at least now, like you could recognize like even the whole aspect of getting it is it's just niche as hell, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's what I respect. I respect when you can actually like look at it from a third person point of view and you could be honest with yourself. And with football, I feel like not a lot of people are like that. And mostly because society has
why
like
do they have to be, you know?
I mean, I guess, you know?
No, but like from their perspective, like why do they have to be?
What do you mean? I'm a little
Like,
confused.
like why should they reflect upon themselves and like, you know, like think that they should be humble and stuff when they're in the generic high school named football team? You know,
Well,
one of the biggest football teams.
you know, I feel like that shouldn't even be like a thing of like, oh, what you're passionate about. Like what it doesn't matter what passion you have. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter, you know, what, you know, your perspective is. As long as you are human, I feel like able to have that point where they could reflect upon themselves no matter what situation you are in. You could be the most humblest person, you could be, you know, the person with the biggest ego in the entire world, but I believe that everybody should have that moment to reflect upon themselves. And I feel like once you reflect upon yourself and once you can, you know, see things from a different point of view, then I feel like you have succeeded at a point, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean again, there's also a difference between like also like reflecting upon yourself and acting upon those reflections, you know, because there are some people who reflect upon themselves and don't fix anything, and I sometimes accidentally fall into that category. But if you don't do anything to actively change, then you are as much as a problem than anybody else who doesn't do that, you know? But I feel like if you make an active effort to change, then, you know, that's a good thing.
I mean, reflection is really important. Like just all around their life.
Yeah. I think that's the one big thing that I kind of have is like a big pet peeve is where you can't where people like egos. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say people with egos and people who can't reflect upon certain things. That fucking annoys me. It annoys me, but at the same time,
It's a character trait, you know.
yeah, but at the same time, I kind of also understand them to a point where, you know, sometimes not everybody thinks the way that you do, and not everybody, you know, thinks Pedro, would you like to say anything?
My girlfriend's here. Hi.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. You just missed it. We were talking about how much Pedro wants to leave you and be with me.
No.
No, no, we were talking about, yeah, I know. We were talking about how humility is very beneficial to people, and how it is a big pet peeve that people have egos, and I don't like egos. Like me, I like
We're getting really deep into it for no reason.
yeah. But like I was saying, like I understand that sometimes, you know, there are things that you are clouded and blinded to, and everybody has their own reason for everything. But I feel like you always kind of just have to be in a point of self-improvement. You know, I mean, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter the speed that you take the self-improvement at, it just has to be at a speed. You know?
Yeah. I mean, of course, like it's just however you progress as a person.
Yeah. And another thing that I also hate is like sometimes I think the reason why I mentioned also like the big blinded thing was because I do fall into that.
I mean, everybody does. It's just,
Yeah. No, but
the
like
more you recognize it, the more you grow.
yeah, but I think the reason why I am like super hyper focused and the reason why I also have like such big opinions on it is because I have fallen into that category numerous amount of times. I have very terrible time catching social cues. I have very terrible time understanding people's feelings and understanding, you know, tones
Yeah.
and everything. Pedro, have I ever told you I'm autistic?
You mentioned it. You haven't like told me or anything though.
Yeah, no, I'm autistic. Well, I mean, I'm
You're
on the
spectrum.
I'm on the spectrum. Yeah, I always feel weird saying like, oh, I'm autistic. I'm on the spectrum. I'm pretty high up,
Yeah.
but I'm on the spectrum nonetheless, and that was something that I was born with, and has been a point of contention my whole life. So that aside, I do experience, you know, not being able to understand those cues and not being able to
Yeah.
understand a lot. So I feel like me, I am a little biased when it comes to reflecting because I constantly have to reflect upon everything and kind of overanalyze it to be into that normal shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know,
Oh, and Pedro just left. You know, I really should move from here. I should get a different map while we're at it. We're running up to an hour, and while Pedro is gone, Oh,
damn, Joseph, it's crazy how you keep leaving the party like that.
you left.
Yeah, I know.
You know, it was funny. As soon as you left, I said, no, right before you came back, I said, you know, since Pedro's gone, and then you came back, and I was gonna,
You exited to the menu.
yeah, I was gonna say, well, Pedro's gone, I'm gonna change the map, and yeah, no, I know. I was gonna say, I was like, I should really change the map. What were you gonna
I
say?
feel like, no, I just feel like you know, like catching social cues is kind of like quick time events, like video games.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, oh shit, that was the wrong button,
Miss input.
missing foot.
Oh wait, no, wait. Do you know what Moist Critical clip I'm talking about?
What?
Um,
He just goes missing foot.
where it's like, calm the fuck down, Miss input, calm the fuck down. Hold on, wait.
Hold on, I'm switching it up right now.
There was a misinput, calm down! You calm the fuck down! There was a misinput!
You know, it was funny because I had that video on lock, and the only reason why I remembered that video was because I had sent it to Elijah, and it was a meme based on the Superior Spider-Man, where I don't do you read comics, or do you at least have a general knowledge of what the Superior Spider-Man? Okay, so the Superior Spider-Man was a comic issue where Doc Ock got really sick, and he said, you know what, I am going to transfer all of my memories and all of my, you know, self into Spider-Man, who he knew was Peter Parker. So
Yeah.
he decided to become a better Spider-Man than Spider-Man ever could, and used his powers to, you know, benefit himself. And it got to a point where he realized how badly Spider-Man was holding back, and in one of his first fights with the Scorpion,
He just went to town on him.
Well, he literally fucking punched Scorpion's jaw off.
Holy shit.
So the meme was Doc Ock accidentally punching Scorpion's jaw clean off on accident, and it was like, miss input, go, you calm the fuck down, miss input. And that's the meme that I sent him. But that story is like so interesting to me. I love the Superior Spider-Man story.
Comics are really cool because like either you can follow the main story, right?
Yeah.
You have like all these like just like ideas that they run with.
Yeah, and as weird as it sounds, I know I always say like, oh, I'm a Marvel fanboy, you know, I prefer Marvel over everything. I think it's just the fact that the MCU has clouded my judgment a lot, because there are a lot of good Marvel stuff, but Jesus Christ, some of the DC shit is so entertaining, and I have such a love for DC properties. Why did it sound like you just had a clown horn like with you? I just heard,
It's my cheap-ass shit.
like you know, you know, like the horn where it's like the. That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, my choice sucks ass.
Yeah, but I would have to say, like, I even had this conversation with Elijah, and I feel like I'm a very basic person. Like I like my superhero tastes on like who I like.
Yeah.
I was gonna say is I have like the basic, like I'm like the basic white girl of the comic community, you know.
Yeah.
I love Batman.
Caramel frappuccino.
Yeah, you know, I have my caramel frappuccino, and I am sipping on the Batman Batman, Spider-Man, and Flash. Those are my main people who I like, and
Have you seen how bad the Flash show gotten, like in graphics?
well, I mean, it actually, yeah, I was gonna say, because you saw a clip of it. So the effects went down, but in the recent seasons, it like improved a lot. It improved a lot. And it was like that weird midsection. It was when the Supergirl drama was happening, where they realized how poor. Yeah, how poor Supergirl's writing and everything was, and graphics. So so they decided to cancel it entirely and put absolutely no budget into visual effects for the Flash. So it was having this like really weird midpoint, but it's kind of adjusted now.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Man, what is there to talk about? It's been almost an hour, a little over an hour.
It's a little over an hour. I feel like I could talk for like literally another hour. As weird as that sounds.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
I'm not a very social guy, you know.
No, I feel you.
All my social points I used over the summer.
Yeah, I literally haven't talked to many people over the summer, so this is like, I know I'm like I have a really big problem when I'm nervous and I ramble, and I feel like I'm very good at rambling, and I feel like that's more evident within my videos than anything, but I can ramble for hours. Yeah. I feel like also when I get too comfortable, I just have a really bad habit. Pedro, tell your mom I said hi.
How did you know?
Because I heard her voice for like 2 seconds and I heard you mute, and I was like, oh, Pedro's mom.
My mom's home. It's alright. I'll try to be on for a little longer.
No worries, we can wrap it up. Either ways, it's already time to kind of wrap things up. So, any final thoughts about any of the topics that we talked about today? Or it could be completely off topic.
I feel like we started good, and we kind of got off track with like Pink Sauce and JFK. and then we really took a dip where we're like, yeah man, like once you reflect on yourself and like you unlock what you can truly be as a person. And
You
then,
unlock
we
your
just
true
trashed-
potential.
Yeah, and then we like trashed on a bunch of people that are gonna beat me up next year.
Yeah.
And yeah, now it's full circle.
Yeah, you know? That's how we do. Pedro, would you have any closing remarks, anything that you would like to say to the
Closing
audience?
remarks?
Yes.
Please save me, and yeah, I might disappear for the next week. I'm like, disappear from what? Schoology? Like, I'm not on anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I have nothing to say.
All right, cool. Now I'm going to do the standard YouTube outro.
Yeah.
I want you to say when I say like, subscribe, and
Bubba
shit. Sure, say that. All right.
Yeah.
Now this is the end of the video, everybody. I'd like to thank my co-host Pedro, aka the editor, and the unpaid intern, and I would also like to thank you guys
The backbone of this channel.
and the backbone of this channel. We already said our closing remarks, so I'd like to say goodbye and thank you everybody for watching, if you are watching this, and I hope you enjoyed. And now please,
I'm gonna be watching it.
yes, I know you're going to be watching this for hours. Now please like, subscribe, comment, turn on post notifications. Please do whatever you gotta do. Hype up Pedro in the comments. If you've gotten this far, say Pedro has a six-pack. If you've gotten this far,
I guarantee you, like, I'm gonna be the only one commenting that.
Pedro has a six-pack. No, we should say something really obscure.
Obscure.
Just say Baba Booey. If you've gotten to this point, just say Baba Booey. Pedro, Baba Booey.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey. Alright. Bye, everybody. Oh, wait. I didn't... Okay.